All right, so I want to talk about and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on Usher, pretty much groping, Swiss Beats' wife on stage, right? Alicia Keys, right? During the whole halftime hour of the Super Bowl. And by the way, I don't watch football. I don't watch any of the Super Bowls. I haven't watched any Super Bowl at all. I'm not into football. I don't like sitting through hours and hours of grown ass men throwing around a damn football. That's just me personally. Personally, I think football, the NBA, the NFL. Yeah, I feel like that shit is scripted. Um, I'm not invested into it, right? But I did catch wind of Usher, pretty much continuing his streak of committing adultery. Yeah, he has a thing for other, people's wives, right? You look at what happened with Keke Palmer, right? And I believe Keke Palmer and Usher had a thing back in the day, right? But she belonged to a whole different man. The man that she was with, they have a kid together. Newsflash, right? You're messing with another man's wife. That is adultery 101. You committed adultery when you mess with another man's wife, right? You look at her with that lust. You're messing with her sexually, and that's what happened with him and Keke Palmer and him and Alicia Keys. So they have to be there had to been, some sexual, tension going on, right? Because obviously they were collaborating with one another. So you knew something was going on. I mean, this is Hollywood after all. So, anything weird, anything perverted, anything can happen like that in Hollywood. You know, these are people that just get with anybody. These are people that just date and mess around with anybody. You know, bi, gay, straight, whatever, transsexual, it don't matter. Everybody's messing with everyone. And when it comes to that industry, the entertainment industry, Hollywood, so Usher doing this is really not surprising. It really isn't. And at this point, you know, at this point, he's like a whoremonger male at this point, messing around with another man's wife. And I'm pretty sure the guy's married or recently just got married, right, to his long-term girlfriend. And then he's on stage during the Super Bowl, and he pulls a stunt with Alicia Keys, getting all up and close and personal, right? And this is the type of activity that goes on in Hollywood where people are just messing around, cheating, commit adultery. This is a very wicked ass land that we're living on, right? Everybody's just getting with it. Everybody's just getting with everybody for the sake of it. And I don't believe that these Hollywood relationships are actually real relationships. I think that they're put together for a purpose, you know, for the short term or for the long term. But I just have this feeling that these relationships are manufactured. They're not real. They're not genuine. The whole Taylor Swift, um, and what's that dude's name? I forgot his damn name, man. Um, Travis something. I know for a fact that's a manufactured relationship in itself. Kanye West, that chick with the BBL, Kim Kardashian, her. You can tell that's a manufactured relationship. That's not a real, genuine, authentic relationship. You know those two don't love each other. And you can damn well, notice that Alicia Keys does not love her husband, Swiss Beats. She don't love him, and he probably don't love her, you know. And the what and his newly wife, Usher, he probably don't love her either. If he's pulling this stunt, messing with another man's wife, he probably ain't got no love for his wife, you know. But yeah, man, it's just very disgusting. Um, like there's no honor anymore. There's no integrity. There is no respect for another man's wife. It's uncalled for. For a lot of you guys that have a woman, you you're probably not going to feel comfortable if you know that your homies are thirsty when it comes to getting with any woman that they see. Even if a woman looks at them a certain way, right, gives them any type of attention, they're going to be quick to holler at her, right? Just because she smiled when really she's just being friendly, right? They think that's a sign that she's interested, and she's really not. She's just being nice. She's just being friendly, you know. If you have a woman in your life that looks good, a good woman, she's still trying to prove herself to be faithful, to be loyal, you know, you don't want to bring her around the homies if you know that's how they behave, right? Because you probably could not put it past them to make an attempt to smash, to go behind your back and, what I'm saying, get their way. Or she might, dress provocatively, you know, she may dress very overexposed, right? Going to a party, going somewhere, right? And she may just holler at some dude or holler at one of your friends, your closest friends. And if she just happens to give it up to him, give it up to one of your friends, do you think that your friend is going to turn it down? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, he's not going to turn it down. There's no way he's turning it down. He is not declining the cooch. There's no way. It's not happening. In his mind, he's thinking, yeah, I could tap that if I had the chance to. You know what I'm saying? But he's not going to directly, tell her that, of course, because that would be disrespectful. But in his mind, he's thinking that. He has that thought. He has that intention in mind. If that was really your friend would not even look at that woman. He would not. Because he knows that's your woman. And it's not you being jealous if you're overprotective of your woman. That is your woman at the end of the day. I mean, a man is supposed to be protective of his woman, right? A husband is supposed to be protective of his wife. There is no jealousy. There is no jealousy at all. It's called I am protecting you from getting clapped, from getting, what I'm saying, picked up here, picked up from other dudes. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot trust your own homies with your woman when y'all going out together. You're more likely not going to bring her around for that reason. Because something could escalate, and that's why, Using Usher as an example, you don't want to bring your wife or your woman around certain dudes that are just thirsty, that are just, they cannot help themselves. They're going to make their move, right? And they know that's your woman. They know that's the wrong thing to do, but they're still going to do it anyway because they're filled with lust, right? And they're in the spirit of committing adultery anyway. So, me personally, I'm not bringing my woman around none of my homies. None of them. If I know that's how they behave, that's how they act, whenever a woman gives them the slightest amount of attention, whenever a woman gives them any like sort of attention, smiling, gives them eye contact, and they start going crazy. They start acting weird. They start, switching up. They start to think they have a shot, right? If you have homies that behave like that, you need to keep your woman away from that guy, from your bros. If that's how they're behaving around a woman, you gotta keep your woman away from them because you cannot put it past them. You know, especially if your woman is in the habit of dressing a certain way that's overexposing her skin, her body, and that's how she dresses. You're taking a risk, man. You're taking a risk. You know, Usher did not care that that was someone else's wife, someone else's woman. He clearly didn't care when it came to Keke Palmer. And who's to say that he's not going to do this again? Give it a couple months. He's going to pull this stunt again. And everybody's going to be talking about it. So, I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on this. Like, nothing too serious here, but like, just keep your woman away from your bros. If you know your bros are just thirsty for female attention, just keep your woman away, man. Because that's your woman at the end of the day. You don't want no other man messing around with your woman. What's yours is yours. What is someone else's is someone else's. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. You cannot cross those boundaries. And that's what Usher has done. He has crossed those boundaries. He's in sin. So, but at the end of the day, most of these actors, most of these musicians, rap artists, they sold their soul. They're already working for Satan as it is.